Hello students and welcome back to Roshni Engineering Hub. In this video we are going to learn about the interfaces in the DBMS. See, in last lecture we have studied about the database language. If you have not seen that video, the link is in the description box, so you can check it there. So what was the database languages? Database languages is used for the communication purpose between the user and the database. Some students think that the database languages and the interfaces both are the same thing, but no, they both are very different. Yes, they both look similar because they both help us to interact with the database, but the difference is that interfaces are visual or physical ways to interact with the database, but the database languages are those in which we use only commands, okay, inside the system to perform the operations. Okay, I hope you clear with the database languages and interfaces. Interfaces are the visual or physical ways to interact with the database, while the database languages are used for the command purposes. Okay, we used to write the commands in the database languages and then we perform our operations. Now let's discuss or let's understand the interfaces in detail. See, what is the interface? Let's write the definition. It is a way of communicating with the database without requiring the depth knowledge of the query language. So what are interfaces? Interfaces are the way of communicating with the databases. Okay, or we can say that it acts as a bridge between user and the database. See, and in the interfaces, it allows the users to interact with the database without requiring the in-depth knowledge of the query languages. In the interfaces, we do not need a language. Okay, like in database languages, we have seen the 4 types of database languages in which we use the commands to interact with the database. But in the interfaces, we do not require the knowledge of the query language. Okay, so now the question is that why we need the interfaces. Okay, why we need interfaces? See, as not every user can know the SQL or not every user is technical. Okay, so giving direct access to the database can be unsafe. So therefore, the DBMS provides at the different types of interfaces so that user either can be whether it is technical or not technical can use the database very easily and safely. Okay, I hope you understand the need of interface that user whether technical or non-technical can use database easily and safely. Okay, see whether the user is not having any knowledge of the SQL language whatever, but he can use the database easily. Why? Because of the physical or the visual interaction. By how? See, we will see that in the types of the interfaces. So now let's discuss the interfaces types. There are several types of interfaces in the DBMS. Let's see the names of that types. First one is of menu based. Okay, menu based interface. Second, form based interface. Third, graphical user interface, which we also says GUI. Then the fourth is natural language interface, that is NLI. And the fifth is speech input and output interface. Next is interface for parametric users. And the last seventh is interface for database administrators. That is DBA. Okay, so these are some of the types of the interfaces. There are many more interfaces, but you will see these types. These are the only important types of interfaces. Okay, I hope you clear with the interfaces and what are the types of interfaces. First, you note down this or take the screenshot. Then we will see the types of interfaces in detail with examples. Now, the first type was the menu based. In menu-based interfaces, the user gets a list of options, or we can say as the menus on the screen. Okay, and then the user will select the options, and the operations will perform automatically. Let's take an example. Suppose there is an ATM machine. Okay, and it is having some options like balance inquiry, withdraw, or transfer, and whatever options are there. Then, if you select any option, then the operation will perform automatically. Okay, you do not need to write anything. This is the best example for the menu based interface. Let's write it here. User gets a list of options on screen. Then select the option. The operation will get performed automatically. Okay, and we have seen the example which is of ATM machine. Let's write the example. ATM machine. Okay, and I have explained you the example also. Okay, so this is the first type of interfaces. Now we will see the second type, that is the form based interface. Second is the form based. Yes. See, in the form based interfaces, the user will get some form. Okay, and whatever the user will fill in that form, it will get safely stored in the database. So this is a very easy for the non-technical users. Let's understand with the example. Suppose you want to fill out an admission form. Okay, so there you will fill the details like name, address, age, or marks, whatever things you will fill in that form, it will get stored. Let's take another example. Suppose there is a login form or the sign up form. Suppose it is of Facebook, Instagram, Gmail, or whatever. Then you will fill the details like the username, password, and OTP, and all the details will get then stored. Okay, so or you can take another example. Suppose any Google form, then you fill. So this whatever details you fill, it will get stored in some database. So here you do not need any technical knowledge. Okay, here you only fill the form and it will get stored in the database. So this is a type of form based database. Next slide here. User fills the form and then whatever details entered in the form by user will get stored in the database. Okay, we have seen the example also. Let's write the example. Example, suppose we have seen a Google form. Okay, or any admission form or any login or sign up forms. Okay, so these are the two types of interfaces which we have studied. It is the menu based interface and the form based interface. See, in this both the interfaces we do not need a or user do not need a technical knowledge. Here also in menu based interface we will get a options on the screen. We will just click that and the operations will perform get automatically, suppose like an ATM machine. So here also when you will click the options it will get stored in the database. Okay, then you will get the result. And then the form based interface also, here is also the same thing. When you will fill the details it will get stored in the database. We do not need any technical knowledge in both of them. Okay, so if you want to take the screenshot or write it down, then we will discuss the next types. Yes, so now the third type is the graphical user interface. Graphical user interface, that is GUI. Yes, so now the graphical user interface. This interface allows the users to interact with the database using the buttons, icons or charts, etc. Okay, so see, the GUI users do not need to write the commands. Okay, they can just click with mouse or any pointing devices for to print the table or to view data or any other thing. Now let's take an example for the GUI. See, let's take the example of the MySQL workbench. Okay, this is a very common DBMS tool where you can run the queries, you can click buttons or you can draw the table for using the table editor, draw the ER diagram or see the database structure visually, etc. Whatever task you want. So this is a very best example for the GUI. Let's write it down here. See, what is the GUI? Allow users to interact with data using buttons, charts, icons, etc. This is the graphical user interface. You do not need any commands. You can just click here or you can click with the help of mouse or any pointing device so that your performance will get performed. Okay, it allows the users to interact the data using the buttons, charts and the icons. Okay, it is a visual type. As the name only suggests, that is a graphical user interface. We have seen the example which is of MySQL workbench. See, in MySQL workbench, yes, you use the queries or you use the commands also, but it is also used for the graphical user interface purpose. Okay, let me write it here also. See, for what purpose? For running queries, draw ER diagram, that is the entity relationship diagram, or create table, through table editor, or see database structure visually, etc. Okay, these are the types or these are the work we can do with the MySQL workbench. So therefore, it comes under the graphical user interface. Okay, I hope you clear with the third type also. Let's move on to the fourth type. That is the natural language interface. NLI. So now the natural language interface. See, this interface allows the users to write the queries in a simple English language. Okay, then the system will understand your English sentence and then convert it into internally. Okay, it internally convert your English sentence into the queries and then processes it. So this is the interface is used in the advanced DBMS system. Okay, let's understand with the example. Suppose you are having a Google search. Okay, when you write there something, suppose you have written the what is the weather today. So this is your natural language. Okay. So then what will the Google do? Google will understand your English sentence. Okay. And it will internally convert it into the query. Okay. And then gives you the result back. So the Google search is the best example for the natural language interface. Okay. So or any another example can be of the customer support bots like of the Zomato chats or the Amazon chats. Okay, like if you have written something like where is my order or cancel my booking, so the bots will read your understand the your language and then respond you accordingly. This is also one of the example of the natural language interface. Let's write it here. Allows users to write queries in a English sentence. Then the system converts it internally into queries and then processes it. Okay, I hope you clear with the natural language also. It is allows the users to write the queries in an English sentence, then it will converts the sentence internally into the queries and then processes it and responds you accordingly. Examples we have seen of the Google search, and the second example we have seen of the customer support bots. Okay, I hope you clear with both of the types also. Here also in both the types you do not need any technical knowledge. Here also in the graphical you are using without the technical knowledge, and here also in the natural language also you are need only the English language, so that you don't need to write any query to perform your task. Okay, so this is the both types, that is the graphical user interface and the natural language interface. I hope you clear with this also. If you want to take the screenshot or write it down here. Yes, so now the fifth type, that is the speech input and output interface. Fifth is the speech input and output interface. Yes, see, in this interface, the user gives its inputs by speaking, and then the system will gives the output by speaking back. Okay, so both the inputs and outputs are handled by the voice, not by clicking or not by typing. So it uses the technologies like the voice recognition. Okay, see that how it is will perform. See, when you will speak to the system, okay, then the system will convert your speech to the text and then will send your text to the database. Then the database will give the result to the system. Then system will convert that text to the voice, and again it will give you the result by the speech, okay, or by speaking. Here both user and the system has given the input and output by the voice only. This is what the speech input and output interface, in which the user is also giving its input by the speaking only, and the output, which is the system, is also giving its output by speaking voice only. Okay, see, let's take an example is of suppose Google Assistant, Alexa. Okay, these are the examples which are for the speech input and output interface. Let's write it here. User give input by speaking and system give output by speaking back. Okay, I hope you clear. Example, let's write it here with Google Assistant or Alexa or Siri. Okay, so these are example of the speech input and output interface. Okay, see, suppose if we are using the Google Assistant, okay, when you use Google Assistant, you will speak, okay, your query, whatever you want, you speak, then the system will give it to the database by converting into the text, okay, and again it will give you by speaking only. So this is the best example for the speech input and output interface. Let's now write the sixth interface, that is the interface for parametric users. Okay. So now what are the parametric users? See, parametric users are the people who perform the same type of task again and again in a database system. These people do not need a full database access, okay? They need only a pre-designed screen which is made especially for their routine work. So now let's understand this interface with the help of example, like the shopping mall billing system, okay, where the cashier at a mall uses the scan product, okay, enter the quantities, generate bills, print receipts. So there is a limited access only to that cashier. Let's take the another example like of the railway ticket booking system, okay, where the IRCTC booking operator has the fixed system, okay, like first he enters the passenger details, okay, then select the train, select seat, and then confirm the seat, confirm booking, okay. So they uses the system repeatedly for every customer, okay. I hope you clear with the interface for parametric users also. Let's write it here. Parametric users are people who perform same type of task again and again in a database system. You don't need access to the full database, only a design screen made specially for routine work. Okay, so this is the interfaces for the parametric users. What was that? See, there are the people who perform the same type of task again and again in the database system. Okay, they are using the same task which are they are using repeatedly. Okay, for the every customer. Then they don't need access to the full database. Okay, they only need a pre-designed screen. There is a fixed screen where they perform their routine task. I have given you the example also. Example we have seen of the shopping mall billing systems or the railway ticket booking counters. So we have seen these two examples. See, in the shopping mall also we are having the pre-designed screen. Okay, they are the screen which is specially made for their routine work. They use that screen repeatedly for every customer. Okay, and in the railway ticket booking counters also they have a fixed screen where they do their work. Okay, and they do the task again and again in a database system. Okay, they perform the same type of task. Okay, so therefore that screen is specially designed for that purpose only. Okay, I hope you clear with that this interface also. Okay, if you want to take the screenshot, take it or write it down, then we will see the last type of interface. So now the last type, that is the interface for database administrator. Seventh is interface for database administrator. We also say as DBA. Okay, it is the interface for DBA. So then, see, this interface is specially designed for the database administrator. Now, who are DBAs or who are the database administrator? See, they are the experts who control and manage the entire database system. Okay. So through this interface, the database administrator can control the security or can create and manage users and can perform many tasks for keeping the database safely or for keeping the database healthy. Okay. So this is the purpose for the interface of database administrator. So let's understand with the help of example. See, let's again take the example of the MySQL workbench. Okay. So with the help of MySQL workbench, the DBA can check the status of the server or can add users, give permissions, take backup or can monitor the whole database from the one place. So this is for the database administrator. Okay, let's write it here. DBA are experts who control and manage the entire database. Through this interface, DBA can control security, create and manage users, etc. tasks to keep database healthy. Okay. I hope you clear with the interface for the database administrator, that who are the database administrator and what the purpose for this interface. Example also we have seen, that is the MySQL workbench. Now how the MySQL workbench is being the example of the database administrator interface. It is used by the DBA to check the server status, add users, give permission or take backups or monitor the database. So this is our last type of interface. I hope you clear with the interface for the database administrator also. If you want to take the screenshot or write it down. So now in this video we have learned about the interfaces in DBMS in a very easy and simple word. We have also understand the types of the interfaces in detail with examples. I hope you clear with the topic. So if you found this video helpful, please like the video, comment in the comment box, share with your friends and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more such interesting videos. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you for watching.